I never took rocks for jobs, guys. Yeah, this is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. I never took rocks, guys. This is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. Guys, this is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs.
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals scream.
And boom, folks, here we go. Dudes, we are back. Colin here over at Inside Cycling World, guys. Just got to get adjusted here a little bit, dudes. And we're on, folks. What are we doing today? Camera's good, mic's good, check, and recheck, and a Shaka-Con. Let's do that too, folks. Let's jump into ROUVY here itself. Guys, Muckers Worldwide Championship Series on Thursdays. This is where you want to be racing, guys. Probably the most competitive racing on ROUVY that I've seen consistently. Other good groups, including GRC, and that's about it. There's other groups out there. Guys, we're doing, it's called the Rad Dirt Fest. It's, we're in Colorado, 23.26 kilometers with 644 meters of climbing here, dudes. Let's get it. Currently 102 people registered, and we are less than 10 seconds to go, guys. You know what happens at the beginning? There's the schmozzle at the beginning, and then we kind of settle down, find the groups, talk about the racing. Let's go. In the pipe. 5x5. Let's rock, guys. Boom. Riders are off here. We're currently looking at Duckman 2 here, pushing out just under sub 6 watts per kilo, guys. Getting it. So remember, this is all gravel here, dudes. All gravel. You'll see a lot of dudes riding just standard road bikes. That's just the way it is. There isn't any implementation yet of, say, like gravel physics resistance, yes, built into ROUVY yet. I'm sure that's coming down the pipe at some point. Possibly 5x5 if you're listening, ROUVY. That totally makes sense when I say that out loud now. ROUVY, get in the pipe. 5x5. Dudes, so you've got a big climb at the beginning. You know, with some flat sections. Nothing overly steep. But it looks like they've got a climb. Let's just guess here. Let's just do a ballpark. I like doing this when I do my racing. Probably about a 7-kilometer climb. But not crazy steep. You know, we're talking probably 3-4% gradient for a lot of the ways. Then the middle section of the course at around the halfway point. Probably for like 3 kilometers, maybe only 2.5 downhill. And then we do kick up again for another good 6 kilometers before we finish into a downhill bomb to the finish. Let's hope things have been resolved on the racing platform here, and we're not going to see a bunch of people jumping around all over the place. Bike and dog trips. Stu, bro, where you been here? Stu pushing hard here, 4.4 watts a kilo at the moment. Stephanie Briggs is here from Canada. Hey, Stephanie, racing back on ROUVY. Stephanie also races over on the Big MW, riding the Sunday Race Club. Sunday Race Club, guys, you'll find Stephanie there. I think Stephanie's probably category 2 there, I think. If you watch Stephanie here, she's just going to probably ride her way through the field, guys. Sitting 35th right now. Looks like we got 101 riders started. We're going to bounce to the front, see what kind of scoundrels showed up today. Let's see all the scoundrels at the front. Schmitty and Nelson Snyder, M4B, Gil Matteo, the dude himself. Gil Matteo, here he goes, folks. Gil Matteo's going, but Nelson Snyder's here to keep him company. Got Savard, Niels Brenham. Niels, good to see you, dude. Good to see you. L. Rowland, my French friend. L. Rowland's here as well. We will see some new names. Flying Skywalker, dude, I know most of these guys here. Bear Remy, obviously know him. Don Mateo. Let's just keep bouncing back here, guys. Erland Sundstrom. I did see Carrie Ann Cannabog, too. She's back in the mix. Super strong rider. Okay, let's just bounce back a little bit, guys. Let's get some groups figured out. So let's let these groups settle down here. And again, guys, you can see here, this is one of the steeper segments here. 6-7%. Flattens out. Going to bomb downhill a little bit. Why don't we actually stay on the front here? Who's this guy right here? Marcus Jogi. German rider here. 4 watts a kilo. Level 46 rider. Is that 46? Yeah, 46 rider. Struggling to see that there. We got Velobuke coming up. I do know Velobuke. This guy here I may not know. Simon Top. Simon Top, Polish rider. I don't know if I've seen him before. Check this out though. Carrie Ann right at the front with the dudes. She's one of the dudes, guys. Let's go. Dudette Power. Big Bad Burn. 1945. Big Bad Burn 1945. Were you born in 1945, dude? Really? You're 80 years old racing. I don't know what 1945 means, guys. Just kind of goofing around here. Big Bad Burn currently sitting in 24th place. 36 meters up the road, we've got this group of Alex 79 West France, Carrie Ann Cannabog, see she's right here on screen, Svard, M. Forby, Gil Mattiau. Let's see, was there any other breaks? I think that whole front group is together, guys. Actually, there are some gaps. So Schmidt's out front, 9-10 meters back, but it's kind of a big blob. Man, you know what? Hate to say it, wish we still had map view. ROUVY took map view away, I don't know, a few months back. And yeah, I can't zoom to map view now and show you where the blobs are. All we get to see is what I show you. Map view allowed me to bounce my way through the field and give you a better perspective of what's going on. It's kind of hard to tell on the bottom profile when there's this many riders jammed together. You don't get to see those little 15 and 20 meter breaks. So ROUVY, bring back the map view, bro. Bring it back. I don't know why you took it away. Please bring it back. A little bit of a downhill section here, guys, before they kick up again. And even on this section here, it's not going to be crazy. I'm going to say 2 to maybe 4.5% gradients at the very, very back end there, though. And there's a couple of slivers along the way where you're going to see probably some 7, 8, 9% gradients. But, you know, we're talking 50 meters at a time. Even I can do that, guys. Even I can do that. Live chat is just lit up, guys. Just lit up. Just lit up. Since there's no one in the live chat, and you guys are just doing your thing, time for my little coffee replacement. Just having a tea right now. Decked out in the Festina jersey. I know, your favorite team. One of my favorites too. Yes. Yeah, we know, guys. Umil, Bram Paulson, Thomas Lynn Iverson in the new Team GRC kit. I'm still rocking the old stuff, Thomas. That's what I'm OG. OG rocking the old stuff. Matthias Hale here, German rider. One of the muckers, a Ludwig DB, Pontiac, Ratim. Yeah, this guy. This guy right here, level 96, dude. Wow. Then we got Eddie Domino here, level 93. Stephanie Briggs sitting in 36th place. She's on the train here of Eddie Domino and Ratim. Actually, it's just Eddie Domino. Then there's a little bit of a jump up to Ratim, who's just kind of like phasing in and out in the distance there. Chorus. I got to talk about Chorus here. Chorus, you passed me, I don't know, a little while ago. It was on one of the Sri Lanka routes, which I don't like. They're too busy for me. There's too much traffic and cars and people and buses and whatever all over the place. Was it on that one? No, actually, no, it was on the Halloween route. Course passed me, didn't even lend me a wheel. Dude, you guys got to lend me a wheel. Oh, and look at this here. Andy up in the mix. Andy, dude, we haven't talked forever. Andy, send me a message one day. Send me a message if you see the video. I used to talk to Andy quite a bit. WhatsApp maybe? I think we were on WhatsApp. So actually, no one will even know about this video. I'm kind of doing it like as a last second thing. Just kind of jumped on. I do have another training course I'm in. And right before the start of the video, Joey Jojo said, hey, what do you got planned this afternoon? I said, I'm busy. So I'm doing this for 1 hour. I'm probably going to do this for 1 hour, guys. Hopefully the race is done. I don't think I'll be able to stick around for the whole day. Then I'm spending 2 hours solo cramming. And then I got to jump into a training office. And I'm probably doing that till about 6 o'clock tonight. So the struggle is real, guys. The struggle is real. So Andy Up is here in 39th place at the moment. Looking good. 3.0 watts per kilo. Silv 30330. I wonder what that is. I always say that every video. Velo Sport 34 lattes. Seeing this dude. Pan Rorisi, Polish rider here. Here's Stu, bike and dog trips. M&H ROUVY, Mike Hagan from the Greater Vancouver area in Canada here. Baggio 10, Slyfly. Oh, I'm looking for certain people here. Oh, what was his name? Some of the names, I see them, I'm like, oh, I forgot about that dude. ROUVY Brian, no ROUVY Brian. Squallow, Del Alpi, the Shark of the Alps right here. Steve Ludford, Lud the Mud right here, guys. This dude, quality dude. If you ever meet Steve in real life, which I haven't, but I talk with Steve so much, I feel like I have. Super quality dude. Steve, so good to see you. Uncle E64, Spartacus, Frust. Nice group here. See, again, guys, looking at the profile, hard to tell where people are. Map mode, we hover above, we look down, and we can see the groups. Bring back the map mode, ROUVY. It's great for doing commentary. Great for doing commentary, guys. Wow, this is one of the saddest streams I've ever had. So sad. Lindy Suniva, strong ladies rider right here. Very strong rider. 71st place. I wonder if I can do that. Can I check the standings here? How do I do that? I forget now. Guys, it's been a while since I've done this. So what we'll do, look at this guy here. Check your 6, bro. That's something I would say. Check your 6 in the pipe, 5x5, coming around for a 709er. Dude, wait till you get a better bike, buddy. You need a better bike. Definitely need a better bike. You might be able, I don't know if you'll have access to anything better at level 7 though. Just rack up those coins and quickly get yourself a better bike. You've heard in all my videos, I still see people saying, Dandy Candy. Yes, Dandy Candy. I think Dandy Candy is Canadian. Yes, she is Canadian. Right at the top it shows the flag right beside her name. Watched Dandy Candy a lot last winter as well. Gendor Figueroa. I remember this dude, the Spanish rider here. Paul C70, Stelvio Bound. Here we go, guys. Eat More Cake. Eat More Cake from Wales. Rides a lot with Team GRC on Sundays. Paulo 19661. It looks just like this guy here is probably supposed to be Jesus, I think, maybe. I think. And B, Des Dyer. Here's Des. Des looks like he's taking this one pretty chill. Good to see Des. So I'm looking at everyone's power here. Des just pushing nice here, just getting his way through this climb. This is probably, I think this one, yeah, this one's part of one of the challenges. I know with the Muckers Worldwide, with Neil, they incorporate all the challenge routes into the event, so you don't need to do them. You can just ride them with the Muckers. There'll be a race every time. They do that on Tuesdays. And in the past, they usually kind of had 2 more casual races on Tuesday, and then the serious races Thursday, plus they have the Sunday hill climb. So if you're over in the UK, I think they still do the Sunday hill climbs at 9 a.m. UK time, 2 a.m. for me. I've done one. Worst experience of my life. We're just going to jump back, you guys. So last rider on course. Pretty good start for the year. We're not fully into inside training season yet, but we got 102 riders here. This is Andrept73 here. Riding solo by himself right now. 500 meters behind. And yeah, this Polish guy here, just calling for Ant. He looks like he's wearing the World Champions jersey. This guy is a World Champion. Ulrichsen, Marmatako. I don't want to miss anyone here, guys. We're just going to bounce our way back up now. I'll catch up with everyone. Shadowmaster 1983, dude. Because 82, 85, 86, 84, and 81 were already taken for the Shadowmaster name. Lotus 75, Italian rider here. We're bouncing up, guys. There's David 1951, rides a lot with Team GRC as well, chasing after Check Your 6. Check Your 6. So obviously, I wonder if this guy's new to inside cycling or new to the platform. I'm going to say probably just new to the platform. He's riding quite good here. Averaging close to 3 watts a kilo here on this climb. Again, guys, you can see here in the bottom right-hand corner, we're talking like 3% gradient. Ken Kwan, this dude too. Another Canadian. Arcade Jesper. 4 world peace here. Gebby 84. OG. Suniva. Sven Amoris. Frust. Chasing after Spartacus and Daniel 1955. Looks like we got a group of muckers up here. Look at them. Linvy's stuck in the middle, trying to bridge across. We've got Tyrone, Mick, Uncle E64, Steve Ludford right here as well. So we've got a nice little group of the muckers here riding together, 4 of them together. Where's Neil today? Neil, where are you? Jay Haywood. It seems every time I cover a race, Neil's not in it. And every time Neil has a fantastic sprint or, a good battle up a hill, I don't cover the race. So that's the way it works out, guys. Got Ian here, level 31 rider. Val RDC, riding with the Shark of the Alps. You're in good hands there. Just stick with him. Baggio, Jaguar 13, ROUVY Brian, Alats, Slyfly. Who's the dude last year? Scriptnet. Where's Scriptnet? That's the name I remember, Scriptnet. Yeah, good old Scriptnet. Haven't seen that guy for a while. Mike Hagan here. Mike, level 98, dude. I've been stuck on level 81 forever. Grosjean. We got the Grosjean here. Mucker's jersey and the plaid / aka tartan pants. Shorts. Moving up again, guys. Let's get up right to the tip of the arrow here. Tip of the spear. Let's see what's going on. Okay, looks like we probably got 5 in a group. Erland Sundstrom, Velo Buke, Simon Top, Bear Remy, Kirill Suzik, and Nelson Snyder in this group. The other group's right there too. L. Roland's right there. Dom Mateo. Let me just bounce back. I'm going to say we got 12 riders in our front group. A little bit spread out. A meter here, 2 there between all the riders. This is going to be your 5 to 6 watt per kilo group right here. If we just jump back a little bit, we're going to fly back here. We got Flying Skywalker by himself. Kind of weird to be by yourself here. I'm going to guess maybe slight mechanical. Looks like he could easily ride with that group up front. Level 70 rider. Currently pushing 4 watts a kilo over this 5% segment here. So at the very top here of the first climb, there is going to be a slight kick downhill, another little bit of wall, then we're going to be cruising downhill for a while. Guys are going to be trying to bring their heart rate down. I don't have one message in the live chat. I'm sad. Sad, guys. Not one message in the live chat. Muckers, where are you? Muckers, where are you? Guys, don't forget afterwards, since I know this is going to be just a dead stream, when you watch the video, please like it. Do my videos, more likes, more videos. Put a lot of time into this. As I'm not cramming, studying, I'm doing a video. I probably shouldn't be doing this right now. I should probably be just smashing data into my brain. But instead, I'm doing what I really love, cycling. So guys, I've got a real tight timeline today. So like I said, 12:30, I'm pulling the pin. So for those of you that aren't finished at that point, I apologize. But if you go back through the channel, if you catch the video, find my channel, jump in, like this video, also subscribe, and you can go back and find all my ROUVY content. There's probably hundreds of ROUVY videos. I think right now I'm probably, video 500 is not that far away. And now that winter racing has started, we're going to get there real quick. I actually don't know what I'm at right now. Maybe I'm at video 470 or something. So this will be a short one. We do the inside stuff over the winter. And then during the spring, we click back over and I cover mostly real world racing. So I do like a little bit of an audio commentary to it. Yeah, here's that little bit at the end here with Flying Skywalker by himself. Coming up through here, I bet you we might tip over 10% real quick. Right on the segment here, there's 9, there's 10%. Okay, 11, 12% there. By himself, M4B chasing. Got Svard and another big group. Thomas Lynn Iverson, Bram Paulison, Dave 12, Carrie Ann Cannabog right here, looking good, Carrie Ann. Nice job. Where's Erland? Where's Erland at this point? He's probably further ahead here. Is he in the front group? Let me peek here. Velo Buke, Nelson Snyder, Gil Madia. Ooh, Gil Madia is back in action. I know when I first started doing my videos on ROUVY, I saw Gil Madia all the time, and then he just kind of vanished for a while. Wow. Whoever the first person is that dropped into the live chat, you are the number one person in my life today. And who is it? Ellen. It's Ellen. Nice to see you hosting this today. Ellen, good to see you. Very quiet here. Ellen, I threw this together. I think I put the stream together at 11:23 my time with the race starting at 11:30. And I was scrambling around. I put the stream to start at 11:26. And then Joey Jojo says, called me upstairs. I'm like, I'm busy. So I think I actually went live at about 11:29. So yeah, I love streaming. I love the chat. Really great to have you here. Let's hope we can get this. I really want to see that this winter, guys. I want you, if you're in the race or just watching the races, jump into the live streams. It's so much fun. This is what I did all summer. So when I did the Tour de France, I did the Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift. I did the Vuelta a Burgos. I did the Tour of Romandy. I did the Vuelta a España. I did a bunch of one-day races. I had a live chat here that would rock. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages. I think the best day, or maybe the busiest day for me, because it's so hard to keep up, maybe 1,000 messages in one video that I'm responding to. So a lot of fun. Love doing it. Unfortunately, there's no racing left right now. So guys, they're blasting downhill here, trying to get the heart rate under control. Currently moving about 55k an hour here on these gravel surfaces here. Velobuke, Gil Matteo, Kirill Susik, Nelson Snyder, Bear Remy, Erland. Here's Erland. Erland Sundstrom's up here. Luke Vin, this is a new name to me, Czech rider here. Simon Top, the Polish rider, comes through. So guys, we were, what did I say before? I think we were at 14. We're down to 10 riders in that front group. So a couple of riders just peeled off the back at the end of that first climb. These guys are going to have to recover and do it all again. Let's go, folks. So they've already done more than 50% of the climbing here right now. If you take a look at the bottom of the screen, dudes, take a look at the very bottom on the profile. You'll see a number here. It's lit up right now. It says 327 meters. That's telling you what they've done. The bolded, the lit up number. 317 beside it. That's how much they got left to go. You can also figure that out too for the distance. They've covered 12.55 kilometers. They've got 10.67 kilometers to go. So you can always look at those numbers at the bottom and figure out how much do I have left to do. I really look at these numbers a lot when I'm riding and when I'm doing some commentary. So we've got 10 riders in this. Let's see, do we have, no, we don't have 10 riders in this front group anymore. On the descent, it looks like a couple riders might have gotten away here. Yeah, so the 10 guys, we're down to 8. Just on the descent there. So maybe that was some of the bigger boys putting some power down and dropping the flyweights. Yeah, sorry about your luck. You lightweight dudes have the advantage on the climbs. So big dudes need to push hard on the descents and drop you. Let's see if they come back. I really want to see them come back. That'd be really neat to see that happen live. Got Velobuke here pushing close to 5 watts a kilo. Again, like I said, this is the 5-6 watt per kilo club up here. Probably going to be averaging out at 5. Look at Schmitty back here working really hard here. I just saw his numbers. 6.8 now down to 6 watts a kilo. Trying to jump back onto this group. So the 14 became 10. 10 became 8. And it looks like the 8 now are going to be reunited with Schmitty and Dom Matteo here. So these guys have had to work extra hard to get on. Hopefully they get a little bit of a breather. And it looks like they're catching at just the right point. Because as they bridge back on, it flattens out. Now they're just in a 2% false flat segment here. It's not a steep climb. Probably no one's going to attack here. They can have a quick breather and, you know, get in the draft, recover. Those guys at front were pushing 4 to 5. Those two chasers were pushing more like 6 to 7. You know, burning some matches. They need to rest because the attacks are going to come again, guys. Attacks are coming again. So, yep, we do have our 10 riders here. 11th place is 200 meters back. That's Marcus Jog. L. Rowland 140 meters behind him, riding solo. Thomas Lynn Iverson is leading the next group. Looks like a pretty decent here group, guys. Just starting the climb, Thomas Lynn at the front, M4B, Svard, Bram Paulson, Dave 12. Medellin, made in 1971. Dude, you threw me off there for a second. This is a Spanish rider. I was going to try to give it some weird name. Medellin, 1971. No, it made in 71. That's all he's saying there. Neil Britham's in this group too. Martin S, 1980, just dangling off the back. Okay, dude, jump on, get in that drop. Jump on Svard's wheel right there. Don't let them gap you there. Be careful here. So he will be in the draft. The draft on ROUVY is out to about 12 meters. So he's just probably on his screen at the top. It's probably saying poor right now. And as he drags his way back, it's going to say good. And now it's going to say great because he's almost in the great zone. And when he gets within 3 or 4 meters, it's going to say perfect. So stay right there, dude. Stay right there. Big Bad Burn, Alex 79. And check this out. Here's Stephanie. Stephanie Briggs riding strong here. Here's Doc. Haven't seen Doc for a while either. Doc PS. Riding with the ultra lightweight Silv 3030. Now Silv 3030, when you look at his stats online, we always talk about this. I think his weight is like 49 kilograms and apparently legit. Probably really struggled on that downhill. Not like it was a super steep downhill, but when you're that light, you are at a disadvantage on the descents. In fact, I think it should be more of a disadvantage. I mean, you're lightweight. Those big guys are just going to roll away from you. And we start to climb and watch Silv 30 just start clawing his way back up to the field. Pontiac jumping on his wheel. This dude too, yeah, the BTK right here. BTK Jury 70, check. Watch this guy last winter as well. So we got Stephanie here in 29th place. Carrie Ann is in 23rd place. So I think right now, I believe Carrie Ann Cannabog here is the highest placed women's rider on this course right now. Yeah, looking good. Looking really good here. Let's see what's going on with our front group. Ooh, guys, smashing front group here. Nelson has just laid down the mother of all bombs and destroyed the field. Right now, Nelson has a 22-meter gap over Bear Remy, Gil Mattiau, Velo Buke, and Schmitty. I think they'll all come back together here real quick. They're not going to let him get away, but some riders are going to be feeling this. It looks like Simon Top and Don Matteo. Okay, Don Matteo's having a mechanical here, guys. Just had a mechanical disconnect of some sort. It looks like he's still connected with the power showing up. But unfortunately, Don Matteo's had a mechanical. Now he's getting back up to power. Slowly getting up to power. This happens, guys. Slowly getting to power. I wonder what happened here. Drop a chain maybe? Look, he's back on power. Looking good. But yeah, out of the top 10 and now riding solo. So what is he going to do here? Is he going to try to keep up with Marcus? Does he wait for El Roland? Yeah, he's kind of like stuck between the two of them right now. Let's get back up there and see what happened. So Nelson's at the front here. Bear Remy. Erland Sundstrom. Yeah, guys, this constant draggy grind, just a constant grind, 4 or 5% all the way up, starting to beat people up here. People are coming and going out of the group. Gil Matty, I was trying to get back on right now, and he's back. We got 4 in our front group. Then we got a 28-meter gap, so there's no draft left here now. Schmitty knows that. Schmitty's got to go for it. Schmitty's like, dude, Luke, we got to go, man. Let's go. Schmitty's like, I can't wait any longer. I got to go. Looks like Luke's saying, I understand now. We got to go, man. We got to go now. Once that gap's 20, 30 meters, it's done. So they attacked at the right time. Looks like we're going to have 6 back together here real quick. Looks like Velo Buke's just dangling 2, getting back on. Kirill Susik should be able to bridge back on. 8 riders in contention here, guys. Now, riding this race here, I can see some huge attacks going off. If you look at the profile on the bottom of the screen, where my red arrow pointer is, right in this section here, expect Gil Mattiau, Erland Sundstrom, and probably Nelson to just absolutely throw down the hammer on the other riders. You want to be in the lead over the top. Downhill finish, Weight's going to be on your side. And look at this. Carroll is struggling to get back on. He's not in the draft. He's currently working 4.1 watts per kilo, which is 265 watts for him. Carroll's a lightweight rider. Won't get back on now. I think with Carroll's power output here and the style of riding he does, he needs steeper. He needs steeper than this. These guys up front are pushing probably more watts. Let's take a look at that. So Nelson Snyder, you're pushing 300 watts on the front. Gil Mattiau, 292. Velobuk, ooh, look at that Velobuk here, 393. And when you compare that with Kirill Susic's 260 on these flatter sections or even false flatty segments, it's going to favor the bigger absolute watts over the watts per kilo. Colin Coates, dude, thanks for dropping in, dude. Really quiet stream here. I kind of threw this one together. Oh, dude, I think I scheduled the stream at 11:23, went live at... I said to go live at 11:26. I think I went live at 11:29. So, dude, we're doing a little ROUVY racing here. We got some good riders up front here. I was hoping to see Tuden, that guy that was chatting with you in the last little stream I did, Chainbreaker, but he's not here today. But we got some big names here. Nelson Snyder, this guy's super legit, man. Nelson does a lot of really long rides. In fact, I think the last big ride he did, there's a 1,200 kilometers, I don't know if it's solo, unsupported ride all the way up through Vancouver Island. Has also done all of the brevet riding inside. So there's a 1,200 kilometer course on ROUVY. All these courses are down in New Zealand, and Nelson does them all. So super, super strong rider, super, super legit. Yeah, dude, he is. So, like, they have a brevet C, B-R-E-V-E-T, or I guess some people may, like, it kind of like a Fondo, but longer. I think some people might call them an Audax. Other names for it would be like randonneuring. I think that's how you say it, randonneuring. And you qualify. And so this guy, Graham Love in New Zealand, has put all these crazy routes together. So you qualify, like the preliminary ones are like ride 80K, ride 100, ride 120. Once you get to 160, you're allowed into the competition. And then it'll be like, okay, you need to ride a 200K ride, a 300, a 4, a 6. And there's an actual, is there a 1,200 or maybe it's only 1,000 on ROUVY? But yeah, Nelson's done it. And he'll have them all done within a month. So it starts January 1 and he'll be wrapping it up by the end of January. It's just insane. I don't know how he has time for it. So I've seen lots of these riders here. Nelson Snyder, Bear Remy, Gil Mattiau's got a nice sprint. Erland Sundstrom. I think Erland does triathlons. Kirill Susic is more of a climber. So he got hung out on kind of like this 3-4% segment here. You know, he's pushing 3.5 watts at 250 watts, and the guys on the front at the same power are pushing over 300 watts. So on the flatter stuff, they've got a bit of an advantage. It's not really a steep climb. Anyone that's watching here too, so they're all riding the road bikes here, guys. There are gravel bikes on ROUVY. However, there's no, how do I put it? There's no gravel physics built in yet, which wouldn't be hard to do. So obviously, if you're riding, you know, your Specialized S-Works, whatever, road bike on here, you're going to really struggle. You're on road tires. You're on aero rims like this. Basically, increase the resistance. That's what you need to do. Increase the resistance, lower the speeds a little bit. But it is what it is. I guess the way I look at it, and it, you know, at times I'm like, fix this. Just make the change, improve it. But it's the same for everyone. Same for everyone, so it's a level playing field. Colin saying he did 65 miles today and ready for a nap. Dude, I only did, I think I did 21 miles pan flats somewhere in Sri Lanka on ROUVY today. We got Lifetime. Dude, Lifetime. Is this the real Lifetime Grand Prix? Really? Dude, that's awesome. So, and Lifetime Grand Prix, dude, I love watching all the events, but I'm not Mr. Pro Gravel. I'm just a guy who rides his bike in his basement and has a little YouTube channel here. Is this part of the Lifetime Grand Prix series? So this is awesome. Dude, I love this comment here. Lifetime Grand Prix drops in like a Watts bomb and says, looks like a sweet course. dude, this must be part of it. So there is a gravel challenge on ROUVY right now. Forget what the name of the challenge is. And so they got the Sea Otter. I think one's the Sea Otter Classic. I should know them, guys. But I bounce around from so many platforms. Okay, guys, here's a little bit of 10, 11% stuff here. Okay, check this out. Lifetime Grand Prix. Dude, thank you for answering. He says it was in 2024. Okay, so I think with the Lifetime Grand Prix, it's like, think of like the Formula One series, I guess. They pick certain amounts of races, certain gravel races. These are the ones that work towards the points. At the end, there's a grand champion. So, you know, way back when it used to be called the Dirty Kanza. Is it Unbound? It's just called Unbound now, I think. Lifetime Grand Prix. I'm sorry if I'm butchering things here, but I'm just trying to think of names at the top of my head here. Really good series, and you see a lot of ex-World Tour pros there. You see a lot of gravel pros there. Yeah, awesome. I love seeing the World Tour pros show up, you know, doing something different. They all retire and then they start racing gravel. Nelson Snyder on the front here, guys, and you know, you will see if you watch ROUVY enough, and just going to point here, Nelson is a level 100 rider. That's how much riding he does on ROUVY. Like I said, I've been stuck on level 81 for 6 months. Mostly because I don't ride just one platform. So we've got 7 riders in our front group. We've lost Carroll. He got dropped on the climb, which is hard to understand. It's just that Carroll pushing 4 watts a kilo is only 270, 280 watts. If I go up to Gil Mattiau, he's pushing more than that for the same watts per kilo. Schmitty on the front here, 375 watts right now at 4.5 watts a kilo. So for an extra half watt a kilo, he's doing 100 more watts. Because it's not overly steep here. Guys, the big attacks are coming up real soon. Bottom profile here, right before the summit of the next climb. Looks like a great gravel road to ride on too. Looks really good. We're somewhere in Colorado. I don't actually know where we are in Colorado, guys. I've only been to Colorado once. That was in the summer, June 26th, to see Metallica. Yeah, Colin, yeah, 280 watts is 4 watts a kilo for me. So right away, guys, you know Colin's walking around at 70 kgs. Lean and mean, guys. Lean and mean. I'm kind of like a butterball right now, but I'm getting back there, guys. All my streaming I did over the summer, you guys have heard me whine about this before. My choice to do it. I did the Tour de France live commentary every day from my basement. Legit, not stealing anyone's stream, my audio commentary. There goes Nelson. Nelson's going now, guys. Nelson's going now. He lights it up. Nelson lights it up. 8 watts a kilo. That's 535 watts for Nelson here. Zone 7 all the way, baby. Zone 7. Schmitty's hanging on. Guys are going to come back here. Vellebuke, I expect Gil Mattiau to come back, guys. It's going to steepen up here right away. They're at 6.5% right now, 7%, 8%. We're going to probably hit some 12% at the top. Flattens out, and then the big bomb to the finish here. Jumping across the cattle guard, that would just destroy these road bikes. You know, if you guys know what a cattle guard is, you know, the little rollers down the middle of the road so the cows can't walk through it. They don't want to step on that stuff. Trinidad, Colorado from Great Gravel. That's from Lifetime Grand Prix. 12% segment here, guys. 11.5%. Looks like Schmitty's struggling to hang on now. It's got Gil Mattiau and Nelson Snyder at the front. Erlen Sundstrom, he's quite the beast up there as well. Bear Remy, more of a climber. He's going to have to hang on here. Big boys are going to be smashing it over the top, guys. Mother of all bombs coming up. The Watts Apocalypse. I can see Erlen pushing hard now on the fronts. I always cheer for Erlen. I always cheer for him, man. Gil Mattiau, it's been a while. 8.4 watts scoring over the top. 594 watts right now, guys. He's launching his speed over the top. He knows drive the speed over that last little bit and launch down the backside. Don't let off at the top because you're just gasping for air. And who's with him? Mr. Nelson Snyder. Dudes, I've watched him a lot. So yeah, I'm going to have to check out Trinidad, Colorado. Makes me want to go online and watch all of the Lifetime Grand Prix series now, guys. Here we go, guys. They take a quick little break over the top. And we've got 2 riders together. It's Nelson and Gil Mattiau. Erlen's just on their wheels. 5 meters back, we got Luke Vin. Dudes, That 7 riders got blown down to 4 in that last little kick over the top. So we lost Bear Remy, we lost Schmitty, and we lost Fellow Buke. 4 riders in this front group going for victory here today, guys. This is going to go real fast. So what I'm going to do is what I normally do, dudes. I'm going to stick with this group of 4. Then we're going to bounce back to groups. I'll just call the person's name out if I know they're finishing solo. Like it looks like Bear Remy is going to be finishing in 5th place by himself. He's 240 meters back right now. Have a quick sip here, guys. We're 1.4 Ks to the finish. We're under a mile. Over another cattle guard. Looks like some old farmsteads out here. The old mobile home over on the side there. Oh, wow. There's hoodoos up on the left-hand side of the screen. Guys, we have hoodoos here. Sandstone differential weathering. You'll get like a silty surface that kind of is a hard layer, and it doesn't weather as quick as the soft stuff underneath it, and it'll be interbedded, so they end up making these weird shapes. But there was definitely hoodoos up on the left-hand side, somewhere down at Trinidad, Colorado, so I'm going to have to look that up now. Colin's Geology Talk. Geology and Geography Talk here. 500 meters to go, guys. For me, this is a tough one. I know 3 of them well. I don't know Luke Vin. Luke's going early. 14 watts a kilo here, guys. Luke's going early, pushes to the front. Nelson's reacting with 12, 13 watts a kilo. Erlin's at 11. Gil Mattia was at 12. Looks like Luke Vin surprised these dudes. Yeah, Luke Vin. Nope. Here comes Nelson Snyder. Nelson Snyder takes it like with 1 meter to go. Luke, welcome to ROUVY Racing, bro. So, guys, Bear Remy's coming in next in 5th place. Schmitty will be in 6th place by himself. We're going to bounce back to Velo Buke here. Velo Buke will be finishing 7th place. Really nice finish. Wow, looks like an awesome course. Dude, I got to get into gravel racing. I really do. It looks so fun. Yeah. Woo! Here's Carol Suzik. Carol's always at the top. I think this style of climb just doesn't suit Carol's. He's more of like a hard climb guy. So when it got flat to 2% and the big boys started pushing hard, he was really struggling to match their wattage. Remember, on the flatter stuff, it's all about absolute watts. On the steep climbs, it's all about watts per kg, which Carol's really good at. But when it's kind of flatter, he's going to struggle. Unless he's right in the draft. He might have just fallen out of the draft a bit. But great job here for Carol Susik. He gets 6th place. Bouncing back, we got Marcus as a new guy to me. We're at 40 minutes in here, guys. Yeah, I totally sniped. Totally sniped at the end. I thought that guy had it. He went pretty early. He went at 14 watts a kilo from quite a ways out. Fast racing downhill, guys. I'm going to have to actually check to the final results later, because sometimes these downhill fast finishes throw the results off. Like sometimes it's having trouble tracking who's where. So it did show Nelson throwing his arms into the air, so I got to assume he won, and that's what it looked like to me. 1 wheel length type thing. So Simon Top coming to the finish now here. Another new dude to me, Don Matteo. I've said this guy's name a million times over the last couple winters, guys. Don Matteo is going to be coming in next in 7th. Svard, one of the muckers here. You can tell the muckers, this is their jersey, this is their kit. It's always got this little emblem on the back here. Niels Brenham is another mucker. Looks like he's wearing, there's 2 versions of the mucker's jersey. No, they're both wearing the same one. Yep. Niels Brenham, triathlete. I think last year he did the Copenhagen triathlon. I think like full deal triathlon too. So quite the athlete there. Flying Skywalker got himself into a nice little group. So remember, Flying Skywalker was riding solo. He was in the front group of 14, ended up solo, finds himself with Thomas Lynn Iverson, decked out in Team GRC, guys. This dude right here, going up on the left-hand side. Oops, sorry, guys. Just a little bit of phasing in and out there. Team GRC, that's my team. That's the team I'm on, guys. That's the team I started. So Team GRC. Okay, Colin, thanks for stopping in, man. Colin saying, all right, man, I got to head out. See you on the next one. Dude, Colin, thanks for just dropping in and catching it for a bit. Dude, I'm going to start doing a lot more race videos now. They're all coming fast and furious now. I'm going to be doing all the platforms. Talking to a buddy this morning about getting back into some Zwift racing. So I'm not just going to stick on one platform this winter. We got to spread Colin around a little bit. We got to spread me around a little bit for everyone. So Colin, look for some videos coming soon. Let me know what races you're doing, dude. Thomas Lynn goes in, guys. He's going to be taking 9th place. Flying Skywalker right there with him. Carrie-Ann Cannabog, first women's finisher, guys, coming in at close to 10 watts a kilo. Really, really strong women's rider. I think you can look Carrie-Ann up. Is she on Pro Cycling Stats? I think she might be on Pro Cycling Stats. So I think she's Danish too. I think. Guys, okay, so I've got 17 minutes and then I got to pull the pin today. Like I said, I'm supposed to be cramming for this course, and it's a lot of work. Nice ride here by Martin S. 1980, 5 watts a kilo here coming to the finish, just winding up the power, letting the momentum and the gravity do all the work coming to the finish here. M. Forby, this is Morten Forby. Chasing him, might just jump Martin at the finish, didn't get him. Didn't get him, folks. Big Bad Burn coming next year, German rider. Okay, I see what's going on. They've changed. Okay, this is something I don't like. On the leaderboard, it's changing all the time because it's showing their position as to who's left in the race. So, okay, I don't like that. So, like, let's just say Pharaoh here is actually coming in 30th place. Right now it's saying he's 9th based on the number of riders that are left in the event. Some riders have already finished and left the event. Yeah, it should just be... Okay, you're 31st. You're 32nd. Yeah, Colin, Collinson, I can let you know when I have some club ladders come. Yeah, Colin, I love the ladder league racing. Love it. I already talked to TNP as well. I just dropped a message in there last week saying, guys, I'm almost ready. This slot, this 11, 12, 1 o'clock through the day, probably the best slot for racing. All the Europeans, a lot of North Americans. It's absolutely my busiest time with this course right now. I just lucked out today and I didn't have anything going on. So I'm just squeezing this in. So yeah, Colin, just let me know, dude. Hey guys, check out Colin's channel too. He's got a channel, He's All Zwift. His Road to 4 Watts per Kilo video series. Check it out. Grosjean, this dude here, he's really strong too. Velosports 34 Lattes will be coming in. See, like, here it's saying he's in 7th place, he's in 12th place. This is kind of 5th place. Because it's showing based on the number of people that are left in the event. Yeah, that's really weird to me. I got to figure that out. Here's Course. Course is the rider that blew past me on the Halloween route. Course. And I'm like, oh man, I hope when he comes by, he just slows down for a millisecond and gives me his wheel so I can jump on. Nope. Just blew me out of the water. And I told Neil, I said, yeah, I'm going to call him out for this live. And it's happening right now, folks. Okay, see you, Colin. Thanks for watching. Lifetime Grand Prix says, electric racing, thanks for sharing. Lifetime Grand Prix, thank you for commenting on the channel. It's little stuff like this that helps me get my channel out there. I find it super motivating when people get in here. Because sometimes I just feel like I'm doing this by myself, guys. But we're going to hit it hard this winter. We can check out all these cool gravel events. You know, you've seen these cool gravel events on ROUVY, and I've heard from other people in my Discord, it makes them want to go do these events. So it's a good cross promotion between ROUVY and Lifetime Grand Prix and just, I guess, the gravel racing scene. Knowing that there's so many good gravel events in North America. You know, I'm just going to say it, like, I think North America is probably the home for gravel racing. There is a lot of gravel racing in Europe, though. With all the race coverage I did this year, seeing all the cyclists out there, like World Tour pros, a lot of those guys ride gravel. You just wouldn't even know it. Early season, they're out doing gravel events. I forget the one that's in Iceland. There's quite a few World Tour pros that go to the one that's in Iceland. They may not be, you know, the Pogacars of the team, but they're on World Tour teams. Okay, dudes, still cruising along here. Ludwig DB. Andy up. Andy, send me a message, dude. We haven't chatted in so long. Andy's a mucker. Surprised Neil's not here today. He's going to hate this because he wasn't here today. Here's a lot of muckers right here. Ratim's a mucker. Mateus. Okay, Mateus Hell's not a mucker. Mike Hagan is a mucker. I know that. So, guys, why do I keep saying a mucker? This race series is called the Muckers Worldwide Championship Series. It happens every Thursday. It's a year-long point standing system. There's actually, obviously there's a weekly winner. There's a winner of every month as well. So you could race for the winter and then maybe take the summer off and just ride outside. You'd still have such a high placing. You could come back in the fall and continue racing and still have a good chance at winning the series. At least that's how I look at it. If maybe you're not the number one rider, but you're consistently strong, you ride year round, you could win the series. It's put together really well. The muckers, that's Neil and Kyle, the two dudes, the Bolton boys as I call them. They're in the UK. They use all the challenge events from ROUVY to, kind of like you can race every week and complete all the challenges as a group with everyone else. 48 minutes in the event. Mike Hagan from Vancouver finishing up now, guys. Pan or Reese coming next. Nice video here. Yeah, like bombing this stuff here, you'd want some nice, big, juicy tires. Pretty rough in places. And actually, it looks really, really silty, this road. That's what I'm going to say. Silty, very fine sediment is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. I think when this road gets wet, it's virtually impassable. That's my guess. If anyone's ever raced at the Rad Dirt Fest and they see this video, just let me know in the comments. Like, it just looks like this becomes red clay mud, like in a second when it gets damp. So, like, when you see these races and you hear them talking, man, I had to walk my bike. Dude, like, they can't even ride anymore. It's just like a quagmire. Everything on their bike is glued, cemented, locked down tight, just packed in there with the sediment. God, I love saying sediment today. Just love it, dudes. Okay, more riders coming now, guys. We still got a bit of time here. So yeah, I shut this down. I go into learning mode. As soon as I'm done. What's coming up this weekend for me? I don't know, man. I already rode today. I rode somewhere in Sri Lanka on ROUVY. I was going to do... Also on ROUVY 2, I know there's the Sea Otter Classic. That's the one that's at Laguna Seca. There's a portion of the Unbound Gravel race. There's a few other. I think there's 5 races in the gravel. And you know what? I think there's 2 gravel challenges right now. I'll have to have a closer look. I'm going to do a bunch of videos coming up here in the future, guys. I'm going to look at all the platforms. Well, not all. I'm going to specialize in 4 platforms. And I'm going to do my starter tutorial videos again. Show you around the platform. I have ridden all of them. So lately I've been riding some Bike Terra, some Training Peaks Virtual. Not so much Zwift lately. And that only came down to just subscription overload. I had to pick and choose. Ruby Bryan coming next with Slyfly, Alat. So some nice sprints here, guys. Look at these sprints. I love... Okay, guys, if you've watched my series... Here's Steve back here. Steve Ludford. Steve's riding solo now. Steve's coming into the finish now, guys, just on the last... Okay, that's why he's backed it off. He's just coasting downhill now. He's ahead of Squalodell LP. But anyway, guys, back to those 2 riders that were sprinting. I don't even remember their names at this time, but they're probably like in 80th place. Actually, how many riders we got left out there? Hard to tell right now because the numbers keep changing. Some people are still climbing. Shadowmaster 1983, remember? All the other numbers were taken. Ken Kwan, the Canadian. Steppen. And guys, let's go back here and cheer on whoever's fighting. Here's Des Dyer, GRC rider. GRC jersey there. Des rides every day, no matter what. Des is riding every day, guys. Okay, so this dude here, Marmiteco, I'm going to say started pretty late because he's so far behind. I think he started the event late. And then we move to Des Dyer, who's cruising his way up the hill right now. Oh, someone with their foot down here. Someone's on a nature break right now, guys. He just took off into the field over there. You can't see him. Just do your business. Troiter, it looks like. Troelter from Norway. We got the Jesus, we got from Wales, we got Eat More Cake. So yeah, quite a few new names here. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to get ready to jump. Who's coming to the finish here now? Okay, let's stick with Steve. I'm going to watch Steve finish just because I owe it to Steve. Had a lot of good chats with Steve over the winter last year. What's it called? I forget the name of the Real World Club it starts with an F. Like Farmington or Farmingham or something like that. That's Steve's home club. Steve, you'll have to message me when you hear this. Steve usually messages me about 4 days after the video is over, and I've forgotten everything I've even said. So, anyways, dudes, watch for more videos, more racing coming. We're going to cover ROUVY. We'll cover the other platforms. I love them all. And watch for some more starter tutorial videos, how to get started in Inside Cycling. My name's Colin. This is Inside Cycling World. Thanks for watching, dudes. We'll see you guys again real soon. See ya.